today is our actually session number 7, and we are going to continue from last month with tapping on physical effect of cancer treatment. And today we are going to focus on nausea. As always, before we begin, please take a moment to read this brief disclaimer. I'm going to share it on the screen, so just bear with me a second. And this is the disclaimer for returning. You know what it is. For new ones, please have a look. It basically says that EFT tapping is a supportive tool. It's a mind-body modality, but it's not replacement for medical or psychological care. I will start with a brief overview for anyone who is new today. And welcome. I'm really glad you are here. I'm going to bring you quickly up to speed, and it's going to be really quick. So EFT generally stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques. It's a gentle mind-body method where we tap with our fingertips on specific acupressure points that are located on the face and upper body, just because it's nice and easy. And we will bring attention to what we are experiencing, whether it's physically or emotionally or a combination of both of them. When we do that, we are essentially sending a calming signal to the nervous system. Instead of the body staying in stress or high alert mode, it begins to regulate. Now, there are more than 300 scientific studies on EFT tapping. And research shows that it can significantly lower cortisol, which is the body's primarily stress hormone, sometimes by up to 40% within a single session. So a lot of success here. When stress levels decrease, the body often feels steadier, the mind becomes clearer, and physical symptoms can feel less intense, which is very, very important. So today we are focusing on something that many people experience during cancer treatment, and this is nausea. For some people, it can show up as a mild nausea, others a constant unsettling, and for others it comes in waves. And sometimes it even begins before the treatment starts. Just thinking about the hospital, the chair, or the next session can bring up the nausea. I just see that there is something in the chat, so I will just for the comment here that you don't have chemo and you think you are probably the wrong person for this class, just bear with me, because the next thing I'm going to say that if nausea is not your thing, how to swap it with something else so you still get benefit from this session. So I invite you to stay and bear with me just one more minute, okay? Yes, hopefully yes. I thought that some people may not have nausea, so that's okay. So I'll come back to the nausea for a second, and I'll just talk to it a little bit, and then I'll come to what do you do if you don't feel nauseous right now or don't want to work on it. So generally, nausea can feel really exhausting and sometimes even discouraging. And while it's a bodily sensation, and it shows up in the body, it doesn't stay only the body, and it can affect mood, appetite, sleep, energy, and even hope. I'll just attend again to the chat. I didn't have chemo either. Was unsure about the pain session as I wasn't count pain, but I still got so much out of it. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. So really encouraging you to stay. And yeah. So guys, I'm coming back to the nausea still. And we really, really absolutely respect medical care and anti-nausea medication. And those are important parts of the treatment. Yeah. What we are doing here is different. Today, we are gently exploring how tapping can help calm the body's stress response around nausea or any other physical sensation. Because, and still the language will be nausea, but you can address it to something else. But nausea is not only a chemical reaction, it's also influenced by the nervous system. Because the body learns quickly, it remembers, and it also anticipates. And when the nervous system is on high alert, it's bracing, it's anticipating, and remembering the discomfort, the symptoms often feel stronger. So we are not trying to force any physical sensation away, not nausea and not dizziness and not pain or anything else. We are not, really important to know, we are not fighting the body. We are helping the nervous system to feel safer. When the nervous system feels safe, when the nervous system feels safer and it softens, very often the intensity of physical symptoms softens as well. Now, each person's experience of treatment is different. Some people struggle with nausea, others with dizziness, maybe fatigue, maybe pain, or any other side effects. Okay, this is for the people who don't feel nauseous. Pick something else that is physically making your life not so easy, shall we say that. So if nausea isn't the main issue for you, you're very welcome to use today's tapping process for whatever physical sensation that feels most relevant to you. The mechanism is going to be similar. We are working with the body's stress response. And remember that you may not be able to control every side effect of the treatment, but you can definitely influence how your system responds to it. And that shift along can make really the journey to feel gentler and more empowering, and you feel more, you can influence things. Okay. Hello to the new joiner. I'm just ticking you off.
Hello, sorry I'm late.
It's okay. The topic today is nausea. I'll just give you a quick brief. And I'm just saying, if nausea is not your thing today, tune into something else. It may be dizziness, it may be lightheaded, it may be pain, it may be any other physical thing. The language will be nausea. You can intend on at the beginning when I'm asking you to measure the nausea, you will intend still to your thing. And even if you don't change the language and go with us with the nausea, you will measure at the end and you will see that the body is responding, because it's all about calming and relaxing the nervous system. So you're very welcome to use it as it is, if nausea is your thing, or to change the language, or to stay with the language and just keep the intention on what's relevant for you. Okay? Is that clear for everybody? Hopefully. So I think I'll jump into this quickly, and if somebody can remind me at the end that there is a tapping point, a acupressure point that I want to show you as well that can help you on the spot when nausea comes up. So generally, if you feel comfortable, then please keep your camera on. It's not mandatory, but it's up to you. So before we begin tapping, I'd like you to tune in. And you can close your eyes for a second if you feel safe to do so, and focus on the nausea that you feel right now, for those who feel nauseous, or maybe a recent episode where you felt nauseous, if like you've just taken medication and it's not playing up for you. Or sometimes the first time that you experience nausea after treatment can have a very strong memory, so you can tune into that. And as I mentioned before, if nausea is not your issue, tune to any other physical response. Anything that you have can be dizziness, can be pain, can be anything else that comes up for you and feels present. Okay? I hope everybody has something to tune into it. I want you to notice, where do you feel it in your body? Notice if there is any bodily sensation. Does it has any color, this sensation, maybe texture, temperature, shape, and notice its intensity. We, with tapping, measure it on a subjective scale that goes from 0 to 10. 0, it's I have no intensity at all, and 10 is the highest intensity that you can imagine. Just give it a number. This is your starting number for the sensation that you choose to work on today. So you should have what you are focusing on today, and what's the number. And if you have any way that you describe it and you would like to type 1 or 2 words in the chat, you can put it and I can incorporate it in the tapping, but it's optional. It can be this green sticky feeling in my stomach, or this tightness at the pit of my gut, or whatever it is right for you. I have plenty of statements. I have anti-hormone treatment and I am burned from radiation. I'm so over emotional. What words should I use? So you can tune into the sensation of the burn. Yeah. And the words, as I mentioned, for some people, it's really confusing because my language today is going to be about nausea, and it's easier for you to repeat nausea. Do that. If you feel comfortable when I'm saying this nausea in my body, when you repeat, you can say this burning sensation. But for some people, it's confusing. I can tell you that even if you use the language of nausea and you put your initial intention about the burn sensation, it will work. So let's not make too much of it, okay? It's whatever comes natural to you. Is that helpful? Okay, good. So I think we can start. Yeah, shall we? Let's do that. So, because I see new faces here, and again, welcome. The tapping, how it works is that we tap together on specific points. I'm going to call them, I'm going to demonstrate them. I'm saying a statement, and you are repeating the statement after me. Okay? All I'm asking you is for the newbies, just follow me. It's simple, yeah? And tap where I tap, repeat the statement as I mentioned. I'm going to point now for each point as we go. You don't need to do things too perfectly, just do your best. And you can tap with one hand or both hands, dominant, non-dominant hand, doesn't matter. Okay, so let's start. This is the side of the hand. Our first round is just going to be breathing, no statements, just to bring you into here and now, and centering yourself. So this is side of the hand. It's on the fleshy bit on the side of the hand. Exactly. Yes. This is why I like to see, because then I can correct and make sure everybody's in the right place. Awesome. Next point is on the eyebrow. This is right at the beginning here near the bridge of the nose. We are tapping gently, breathing in, breathing out. That's all what you need to do now. Now we are carrying to the side, going to the side of the eyes, still on the bony structure of the eye. Don't go to the temples. Okay, this is side of the eye point. Breathing in, breathing out. Try to see if you can bring the breath in through your heart to the belly, all the way to the pelvis. Next point is under the eye. Very simple, still on the bony structure. Feel it and breathe. Under the nose, this is straightforward. Beautiful. Yeah. Chin, this is where the crest is, so don't go down. Stay here. This is the chin point. Yeah. Cool. Next point is the collarbone. So go on the collarbones and then you go diagonal 1 inch a little bit down. And yes, exactly. That's the collarbone. Collarbone, you can tap with one hand, both hands, or with one hand on the 2 points on the both sides. So whichever feels comfortable, you will see me doing this, that, and everything because it's all good. Okay, breathing in, breathing out. Next point is under the arm. So it's about an arm underneath the armpit. And for women, it's just the bra strap. Just go there. Yeah. And then top of the head, right at the center. And we tap. And it needs to be like if you had a string pulling you up from the center, that's the point. Okay. Beautiful. Now, take a breath. And let's begin tapping again, not to fight the nausea or the symptom that you're working on, but to support your body to calm the nervous system. And please remember, you are always in control. You can tap along. I invite you to do so if you want to feel the benefits. You can pause when you feel that it's too much. You can simply listen or adapt anything that I say to what feels right for you in the body today. If it's not confusing you, try it. And if you go with the language of nausea, there's one thing I can tell you. If you don't feel nauseous, you cannot induce nausea by tapping on nausea. You are safe from this point of view. Okay? Awesome. So, as always, we start on the side of the hand and we start by acknowledging the physical sensations. Okay? So even though I feel this nausea in my body, now your turn to report, to say you are all muted, which is great, but I can read lips. So that's all good. I accept myself and how I feel now. Even though my stomach feels unsettled right now, I choose to accept myself anyway. Even though this wave is uncomfortable, I accept that this is how my body feels right now. Okay, we go to the point. Eyebrow. This nausea. Side of the eye. This sensation in my stomach. Under the eye. This unsettled feeling. Under the nose. This wave in my body. Chin. It's here right now. Collarbone. I can feel it. Under the arm. This physical discomfort. Top of the head. Just noticing it. Beautiful. Take a comfortable breath in and out. So because the topic is nausea and people that are nauseous, we are going to go on a very slow pace and we do round and we stop and we do round and we stop, taking a breath, okay? Just preparing you. And now we are going to add more details. So we are coming back to the side of the hand. Even though this nausea feels strong, I accept my body and how it feels. Even though my body feels uncomfortable, I choose to be compassionate with myself. Yeah. Even though I don't like this sensation, I choose to love my body through it all. Okay, eyebrow. This nausea in my body, side of the eye. I feel it at the pit of my stomach. Under the eye. I feel it in the back of my throat. Under the nose. I feel it in my chest. Chin, and everything else that comes with it. Collarbone. Sometimes it is constant under the arm. Other times it comes in waves. Top of the head. I allow myself to just notice the feeling of nausea. Good. Gently stop tapping, pause, and just do an internal check to see if the intensity shifted even slightly. And sometimes as we begin, the numbers may go up before they go down. So that's okay as well. Okay. Now that we've noticed the sensation itself, whatever you work on, let's gently look on what this nausea or sensation might mean to you. Okay, so we're looking more at the mental and emotional aspects, side of the hand. Even though this nausea scares me, I accept myself and my feelings. Even though I'm afraid it won't go away, I choose to be calm now. Even though I hate feeling like this, I accept myself and my feelings anyway. Let's go to the points. Eyebrow. What if this never stops? Side of the eye. What if it gets worse? Under the eye. I can't handle this. Under the nose. This is too much. Chin. My body feels out of control. Collarbone. I feel helpless. Under the arm. I feel awful. Top of the head. I hate feeling this fear around the nausea. Good. Gently stop tapping. Take a breath. Now we are taking it easy today. And one more breath. At your own pace. And let's continue, okay? Sometimes the intensity that we feel is not only because of the physical sensation, and the thoughts have also what to do and what to say. And they come with it and they contribute to the intensity that we feel. So let's acknowledge that, okay? So side of the hand, even though part of me believes this will keep happening. I accept that this is what I think right now. Even though I feel stuck with this nausea, I fully and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm tired of dealing with this, I choose to be compassionate with myself. Points, eyebrow. I'm afraid it will never go away. Side of the eye. Maybe this becomes my new normal. Under the eye. I feel trapped in this situation. Under the nose. This side effect is so difficult to manage. Chin. I can't escape it. Collarbone. I'm so tired of it. Under the arm. This ongoing struggle is weighing me down. Top of the head. This heaviness when I just think about it. Awesome. You are doing a great job. Take a breath and find your center. You can check again with your nausea or with your symptoms. And again, I'm saying numbers may go up before they go down because we are now tuning. We are going to acknowledge now the anticipatory nausea or any other sensation, okay? So back to the side of the hand. Even though sometimes I feel sick before treatment even starts, I accept myself. Even though my body remembers, I choose to accept myself anyway. One last time. Even though I brace for it, I'm open for some ease now. We're going through the points. Eyebrow. The drive to the hospital. Side of the eye. The smell of the clinic. Under the eye. Sitting in the chair. Under the nose. My body preparing. Chin. My brain linking. Treatment with nausea. Collarbone. That memory in my system. Under the arm. My nervous system on alert. Top of the head. Bracing for the next wave. Good. Let this sink. Take 3 deep breaths in and out at your own pace. And we are going now to move to the anger and frustration about the body, about the situation, and about all of that. So these are other aspects, okay? Side of the hand. Even though I'm angry that on top of everything else, I have to deal with this nausea. I accept that this is my situation. Even though this feels unfair, I acknowledge my feelings now. Even though my body feels like it's betraying me, I choose to accept my body anyway. Okay, let's go to the points. Eyebrow. I didn't ask for this. Side of the eye. Cancer is already enough. Under the eye. And now this nausea too. Under the nose. I'm tired of coping. Chin. Tired of being strong. Collarbone. This frustration. Under the arm. This anger in my system. Top of the head. Part of me is just exhausted. And that makes sense. Okay, gently stop tapping. Let that be acknowledged. Okay. We are going now to acknowledge also the exhaustion and the feeling enough of this. Yeah. Side of the hand. Even though this has been so much, I acknowledge how tired I am. Even though cancer is already enough, I don't need to be strong every minute. Even though my body feels worn out, I accept that this is hard. Points, eyebrow. I'm tired of coping. Side of the eye. Tired of adjusting. Under the eye. Tired of managing side effects. Under the nose. It feels like too much sometimes. Chin. My body feels overwhelmed. Collarbone. My system feels stretched. Under the arm. Part of me just wants a break. Top of the head, and that makes sense. Okay. And stopping again, taking a breath. Go inside, see where you are, what's coming up for you. And let's keep going. Side of the hand. Even though this has been so much for my body and my mind, I fully and completely accept my journey. Even though I've been carrying all of this, I acknowledge what I've been through. Yeah. Even though this journey has layers and layers, I choose to be optimistic now. Okay, we're back to the eyebrow. All these sensations, side of the eye, all these reactions, under the eye, the physical nausea, under the nose, the emotional nausea, chin, the anticipation to feel nauseous, collarbone, the frustration with my body and the journey, Under the arm. It's been a lot. Top of the head. And my system has been trying to cope. Okay. Take a breath now. And now, gently, we begin to soften. So, in the next 3 to 4 rounds, you may want to close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Go inside, and if you feel comfortable knowing all the points, but only if you want to do so. I'll continue to call the points as we tap along. And it's perfectly okay to continue tapping with your eyes open. Don't feel pushed in any one way or another. So, side of the hand. Even after everything my body has been through, I'm open to feeling supported. Even if nausea has been part of this journey, I allow myself moments of steadiness. Even if I don't control everything, I can support my body now. Aiba. What if I can imagine myself being supported? Side of the eye, like my body being held under the eye, not fighting, under the nose, just supported. Chin, gently floating instead of bracing. Collarbone. My system doesn't have to grip. Under the arm, I can allow some ease. Top of the head, even a little is enough. Okay, take a breath. If you want to have some water, and we carry on. And again, eyes open, eyes closed, whatever feels comfortable for me, for you. From here, we can start to bring some warmth into the body. So side of the hand. Even though my body is working hard, I can send it warmth and kindness. Just work with this visualization soon, okay? Even though the journey is not over yet, I'm open to nourishing my cells. Let's go to the point. Eyebrow. I visualize myself surrounded by a warm light. Side of the eye, gentle warmth. Under the eye, my cells receiving support. Under the nose, my body adjusting. Chin, my system recalibrating. Collarbone, breath moving through me. Under the arm, oxygen flowing. Top of the head, my body responding. Nice. And now, as the body warms, it can also release. So take a breath and soften your shoulders. And let's keep going. Even though some nausea remains, I'm open to let it go now. Even though some nausea still remains, I allow what I don't need to flow away from my body. Okay, beautiful. Let's go to the point. Eyebrow. This remaining nausea, side of the eye, letting some of it move under the eye, letting waves pass under the nose. My body is releasing tension now. Chin. My system is discharging stress. Collarbone. I choose flow instead of feeling stuck. Under the arm, breathing in calm, still under the arm, breathing out excess reaction. Top of the head, my body finding balance. Beautiful. Gently stop tapping. If it helps, you can imagine any excess discomfort flowing away, like there is water that is carrying it downstream, far, far away from you. Yeah. Side of the hand. Even after everything my body has been through, I can support myself. Even if this journey continues, I can influence how I respond. Even if symptoms come and go, I have tools now. Eyebrow. My body knows how to settle. Side of the eye. My nervous system can recalibrate. Under the eye. Small shifts matter. Under the nose. I can allow moments of ease. Chin. I'm not powerless. Collarbone. I can return to this anytime. Under the arm, one breath at a time. Top of the head, supporting my body, helping it return to balance. Beautiful. Now gently stop tapping. Open your eyes if you had them closed. Please notice your feet on the floor. You can march on the place. Just feel your feet on the ground. Notice the chair or whatever you sit on that is supporting you. Rub your hands and place them over your face. And you can gently, gently massage your face. And come back to the here and now. Now take one more final slow breath in and out, your own pace. And bring your attention back to the same aspect that you measured at the beginning. The same nausea or whatever sensation, physical sensation that you chose. Yeah? Notice where do you feel it in your body now, and notice its intensity. And if you can, on the same scale, from 0 to 10, what number feels true for you right now? Now, sometimes the number shifts. sometimes the sensation shifts in its characteristics. And sometimes it feels the same, but less distressing, like there is a distance between you and the sensation. And all of that, it's helpful information and it's progress. And if you would like to share in the chat what you are noticing, what was your initial number and final number, what you were working on, because not everybody was working on nausea, I know that. Yes, I feel some of that distance. Beautiful. Yeah. Remember, even a small shift counts. You're welcome to do this tapping again. And yeah, I was working on my extreme exhaustion, fatigue, and being sick for so much of the past year. And yeah. And how is it feeling now for you? 7 to 5-ish. So it has gone down a little bit. And sometimes just this 20% less makes a difference to how we cope and go through our day. It went up first, but has been subsiding with some distance. Beautiful. Yes. It's going up. Yeah. It's when we tune into, things can go up and then intensity can go down. Yeah. I felt some resistance, but I feel better at the same time. Mine was fatigue. Yeah, fatigue is a big one. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else? Yeah. I was working on joint pain from the letrozole. Oh, it is worse in the morning, so it is hard to judge. Okay. You can come back to that when it plays up, but even, the memory of it and the emotions related to it, it makes a difference. Yeah. Yeah. Too much emotion, crying about nothing, extreme fatigue, burns, moved from 9 to 6. So with EFT tapping, crying, yawning, burping, all of these are signs of energy moving and of release. There is a lot that you go through. And yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. So, for those, anyone had nausea? Actually, not really. Okay, then never mind. I wanted to show another point where you can tap, but that's you can massage. That's okay. So if anyone has questions or anything, you can just unmute yourself. When doing chemo, at times I do. You do tapping, you mean? Yeah. Or what? Nausea. Oh, okay. So this tapping, by the way, I recorded a shortened version of this. Okay. So it will be on the Look Good, Feel Better on demand videos, and you can use it just before you go to a session, or you can listen to it while you are in a session. And if you want just the P6 point, I'll just briefly show you. It's under the wrist, so 3 fingers below the wrist. And the best way to measure it is you put your fingers like that, and where the thumb comes, and that's the point in between the 2 tendons, and you can gently massage it. And this can help with nausea. But you need to make sure that you don't have an IV line. There is no redness. There is no puffiness. There is nothing there. I mean, your hand is perfectly fine to do that. Otherwise, you either do the other hand or you don't do it at all. This point has been really studied, and it can support and help with reducing nausea. I'll share my screen quickly just so I can clearly show you the point. Sorry, here we go. We don't need that. That's the point. And it's called the pericardium 6. It's a top, yeah. So you can just rub it or gently massage it for 30 to 60 seconds. And they say that the research shows that it helps as well. So as I mentioned, we are tapping on acupressure points on top of head and on the face and top of the body. And that's the sequence that it's being used in trials. But there are other acupressure points you can use as well. Okay. So I thought I'll bring this to your attention. For those that it helps, great. And if it's not, that's also okay. And absolutely, yes. And as I mentioned, crying is a release. Yeah, there's so much that during this journey you brace and you push through and things keep coming on you, and you sometimes don't even have time to process all of that. So in those sessions when you are crying, this is actually processing, acknowledging, just acknowledging is big, is huge. So thank you for sharing, and thank you, Laura, for, normalizing it. People think, oh, what's wrong with me? No, nothing is wrong with you. You're actually doing really, really well. And yeah, I wish you all the very, very best.